Right now, though, Aaron Dunn joins me on the line. He's my go-to guy when I sit back and I say, hey, I'd love to see and get an idea about what's going on with, the sort of the solid growth, dividend income side of things. And he's here with the big fat idea. Aaron, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So nail me with the big fat idea.
Okay, so I am going to talk today about a company, Algonquin Power and Utilities Corp. Symbol of this company is AQN on the TSX. It yields right now about 4.5%. So reason we like this company is it really exemplifies a lot of what we look for in a dividend growth stock. So at the heart of this company, it's actually a very boring business. So the two sides of the company, renewable power generation and regulated utilities. So very stable, long-term, boring kind of business. And when the economy does well, they don't really make a lot of extra money from those assets. But when the economy does poorly, they don't make much less. So just a stable name. But what we like about it is that it's also an exciting growth stock. So they've taken what's a boring business and they've turned it into a growth entity. And what I mean by that is over the past 5 years, they've invested billions of dollars of capital into developing their assets, into growing their assets, into doing acquisitions. And the results of this has been absolutely fantastic for investors. 6 straight years of dividend increases averaging 15%. And these dividend increases are driven by not just the company wanting to increase the dividend for its shareholders, but they're driven by actual growth in underlying free cash flow. Looking forward, we think that the story is as exciting as ever. They just started a 5-year plan, a new 5-year plan for growth, the start of this year. They completed the largest acquisition in their history, $2.4 billion U.S. acquisition down south. And in total, they're planning on investing almost $10 billion of growth capital over the next 5 years. So that dividend that's been growing over the past 5 years, we're expecting that to continue. The company believes that with their growth plan, they're going to be able to increase their earnings per share by 16 to 18% per year, and they want to grow dividends by 10% per year over the next 5 years. So if you take your yield today and you extrapolate that forward based on their projected growth rate, which these are generally very secure projects, so it's very visible growth, you're looking at a 6.5% yield approximately relative to what the price is today, what investors can buy this company at today. And it's a stable business that is paying a really great yield. It's growing, and if you look at the performance in the past, the share price performance has been anything but boring. The share price has doubled over the past 5 years, and in addition to that, the shareholders have benefited from that really nice juicy yield that has been increasing every year. So we like this company.
Yeah. So just very quickly, one of the things I love about Keystone Financial, and you can find the information at www.keystocks.com, www.keystocks.com, is that you categorize your different investments. You've got your small cap that might be aggressive risk. It might be labeled as speculative. You do stocks more like this, and it could be yield with growth. It could be conservative yield, that kind of thing. What category do you put this one in?
We put this one in the moderate category, so right between the aggressive risk and the conservative risk. But really, it's pushing itself into the conservative category as well. It's appropriate. It's one of those companies that I think is appropriate for almost any investor. So if you're a conservative investor wanting to get a nice yield and some growth, you can look at that. But even if you're an aggressive investor, a younger person who wants to take on a little more risk, this is a company that creates a solid foundation for your portfolio. So you're still getting that great share price appreciation and some income, that great return, and you can build your portfolio upon a foundation of companies like this. Whether you're an aggressive investor or a conservative investor.
The symbol is AQN, Algonquin Power and Utilities. Aaron Dunn, find him at www.keystocks.com, www.keystocks.com. Aaron, thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.